Good morning, YouTube. So over here we're riding down Sabino Canyon Road on the far east side of Tucson. Very scenic, very beautiful. These I'm not sure if you can see them too well on the GoPro, looking up at that house up there, but all along the side of this hill are a bunch of saguaro cactus, each of them ranging from anywhere from 8 to 20 feet tall. Beautiful. This is one of my favorite areas to ride in. Yeah, be careful. Plenty of cagers popping out of little neighborhood streets and stuff like that. They've tried to disturb the contour of the mountains here as little as possible in this area. So even though there is a resort over here on the left, even though there is housing and things out here, they truly try to make the roads and stuff so that they're not just all carved in huge intersections. The result is that you get people just popping out of the intersections. So if you're riding along on a motorcycle here and they didn't give a second look, you might surprise them and they might surprise you. Since we're at the beginning of a vlog here, I'd like to go ahead and through a few shout outs. And I know that people can get crazy with this, and you know, I'm not really looking for tags and special posts or anything like that, but I will throw some shout outs to some people who have been inciting my drive to continue the motovlog. You've heard me mention Sean Smoke before. I'll give a shout out to Sean Smoke. For those of you that may have come across my vlog and haven't seen him, you need to. The guy's hilarious, but he's got a very, I don't know, he's got a very calm manner about him, and his storytelling is bar none. I mean, his storytelling is really good. One of the first videos I saw of Smokes was him punching a hole in his Harley Davidson exhaust. He was trying to make it sound better. I think it was a Sportster, and I have a Sportster silencer, or not a Sportster, but a Dyna silencer on my Royal Enfield here, and I'd punched out the baffle as well. But before I did, I just wanted to research, see what kind of baffles were in there, and through the search, you know, modifying a Harley exhaust, and I came across Sean's video. That's how I first found him. And then I started watching him. Like I said, his speech, his calm demeanor, but his hilarity and storytelling. It's just good stuff. So if you get the chance to go check out Sean Smoke, I'll put a link to him in this vlog, because he's hilarious. And you know, I don't know if I'm doing him as much a favor as I'm doing you, because if you're watching my vlogs and you're paying attention to the stuff I do, man, you will be thoroughly entertained by Sean Smoke. Probably the second video I saw was Naked Mannequin, and if you haven't seen that one or heard that story, you're going to have to tune in, because, like I said, the hilarity ensues. Another vlogger that you've heard me talk about, XXX Deadhead. Man, that his editing prowess is very, very good. He, I don't know what the guy does for a living, but if editing those videos is just a hobby of his, man, whatever he gives his attention to must be really good, because as you know, something other than a hobby, because his videos are really quite superb. He has a painstaking process he goes through in order to capture the sound of the motorcycle, make it sound as much to the viewer as it does to him when he's riding his bike. And that, you know, I try to capture some of that, and I'm still a noob when it comes to all this stuff, but he does a good job. And so if you want to watch some quality video editing and stuff like that, have a look at Triple X's. I ended up finding out about his vlog from Sean Smoke, and you know, hearing Sean Smoke referencing, and I'm glad he did, because I didn't know what I was missing out on. Now those guys did this epic vacation over the summer to Utah, and Sean and Triple X, and I think another guy, Strip, although when I last looked at his channel I didn't see any of the videos from Utah on there. But a bunch of motovloggers all got together and went out to Utah and went to Zion National Park. And not only is it beautiful, not only is it captivating, just the area they were in and the footage that they managed to get, but the way Triple X Deadhead edited it all together. And you know, it's not gonna be long here. When he's done, I'm gonna go through and try to make my own playlist of the Sean Smoke video collection of Zion and Utah, and try to put them all in order with Triple X Deadheads, because Triple X Deadhead has a dozen or so videos from that vacation, that era. And I think Smoke might have 4 or 5, so it would be good. It would be kind of cool to get them all mixed together and put in place. 3 cars turning at once here. Yeah, I knew he was going to do that. No turn signal. He came up the way he did. I knew he was going to do it. Whew. We both almost pulled into that lane at the same time. Had my signal on, looked twice, getting ready to go. I saw him out of the corner of my eye, just rolling up, switching lanes without turn signals. I held off for a moment, and there he was. So, avoiding calamity once again. See there, I'd already looked twice. It pays to look a third time. Yep. Those folks have what I lovingly refer to as head up butt syndrome. It's usually referred to as hubs. So moving on from Triple X Deadhead, I wanted to give another shout out to that Hepcat Harley guy. You folks have heard me talk about Rob Ash in the UK, and here's the thing for me, okay, before I get into telling you about Hepcat, and that is, I like watching motovlogs typically from areas that look different than mine. Of course, right now I'm in a nice wooded area. This is what I would call a wooded area in Arizona. But I like to see the terrain that's different from what I normally see. And so I've tuned in and I've taken a liking to some UK bloggers. And you know, the first one being Rob Ash, which I actually mentioned in my very first motovlog as part of my inspiration. According to what he's described, you know, he has some issues with shyness and things like that he's described in his vlog that he's managed to overcome. And I thought to myself, man, I've been wanting to try this motovlogging thing, and gosh, you know, when you see a guy like that come out so strong out of the gate, you say, you know, buddy, I got no excuse for not stepping up. You know, this guy's handling his own, and he's overcoming far greater issues than I need to overcome. So you know what, I tip my hat to him. And by way of Rob Ash, I learned of Hepcat Harley. And Hepcat, if you're watching, buddy, I'm not stalking you, but every episode is funnier than the next. So, with that being the case, I've been watching them continuously. So if I get 15-20 minutes to sit down, I pull up on a Hepcat Harley's motovlogs. And you know, he's got some opinions on things, and that's all good, you know. But every once in a while, this guy just breaks loose, and you never know what you're gonna get. He'll start singing, or he'll start cussing and swearing about traffic, or how someone's pissing him off. And I dig, man. And on top of that, he's a rock and roller. Okay, Hevcat, if you are watching, sir, the Blue Flames, all good stuff. And I love and dig a lot of that music myself. If you've never heard of him, Nick Curran is a good performer, and he plays your style of music, very sort of classic 50s-esque type music, but with a modern twist. Very good stuff. I'll link it to you if you like. He only works on private labels. He's not big time signed in. I mean, he's big time by many folk standards, but so where am I going? You know what? You know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm going to go exploring. That's what we'll do. We'll call this exploring. Well, don't I look like an asshat now? I had to throw down a name and I can't remember it. Oh, crap. You see, now I'm going to have to cut this out. Right at where it says rock and roller. Why can't I remember that name?